For every hero created, 1,000 martyrs die unmourned. These are the crusades of the Space Marines. They are untouched by plague or disease. No sickness shall blight them. In this video, I'm going to look at my custom McFarlane 40k Space Marine Reavers, a chapter of my own design. So let's be sure to talk about them on TAKTAK Toys With Film. Yeah, so as you can see here from this video shot, here's two of my Space Marine Reavers of my own sort of chapter design, or like, yeah, my own colour scheme. Plan to do more, but yeah, like I just sort of came up with it. I had army green sort of paint, which I've been doing my G.I. Joe customs in, and I decided to do some McFarlane artist proof Space Marines, which I had boxed up and lying around, and I hadn't painted them up. So here we go, that's what this video is about. So yeah, just remember this video is not for kids, and let's get into it. And more, you know, just so here we go, not for kids, there they are again. A special thanks to my 500 subscribers and all my viewers who watch my videos. I'm now at 500 subscribers, so special thanks. So let's talk about everything on TAKTAK Toys With Film. So yeah, welcome back to my channel, TAKTAK Toys With Film. As I mentioned in this video, we're going to look at my custom McFarlane Space Marine Reavers. And a shout out to Figure Cave Collectibles, Adam from the Who Crew. He said he really liked the look of my custom Space Marines. So apologies, Paula, if he starts a collection, you know, apologies in advance. Yeah, so Warhammer is a 40k tabletop gaming universe which is set in the far future of the 41st century. It's essentially from Games Workshop. And the storyline is where mankind travels the galaxy, and Space Marines are sort of the armies of mankind, in essence, one of the most advanced armies of mankind. They're super soldier-like soldiers, and they're genetically engineered, and they carry out the will of the Emperor and battle various alien armies. They come stacked with multiple sort of internal organs. Yeah, like as I said initially, they're not bothered by plague or disease. So we're going to have a look at the articulation on my Space Marine. We're going to get into it. Like all McFarlane figures, maybe not the best articulation, but head can look up and down, as you can see there. A little bit can go around in a 360-degree motion. The armour is going to hinder some of the articulations. You can see the shoulder, well, the waist, you've got a good waist crunch, there you go. Yeah, fairly decent waist crunch, but obviously the backpack will hinder that somewhat. On the arms, you'll see the sort of shoulder pads will hinder the articulation a bit, but they can go up a little bit. But again, yes, shoulder articulation. You've got full rotation at the shoulder, double jointed elbows. You've got full 360-degree wrist rotation, as you can see there. Yeah, and again, of course, on the other side, exactly the same thing, which is going to be shown off there. Again, yeah, the shoulder pad will limit articulation, a little bit stiff, but there we go. That's more the paint. Yeah. Full wrist shoulder rotation and double jointed elbows. What I've done is I've primed the figure, full wrist rotation. I've primed the figure and then painted it up straight away. So I've not prepped it like I would normally. So in some areas, like you saw there with the shoulder, a little bit stiff. Double jointed knees, as you can see there. No thigh cut, ankle articulation, and there's a toe hinge as well on these Space Marines. And a lot of all McFarlane toy figures have toe hinges. Strangely unnecessary on a big powered armour figure like this. I mean, he's not Spider-Man, so not sure why he's going to need a toe hinge. Apologies, I've got hay fever as well, if you hear me sniffling. Comes with two weapons. He's got his large knife here, which is in a sheath on his back, which you'll see me sort of show you off in a minute. I'm just going to position him. Yep, there we go. And yeah, here's the large knife that goes on his back. Again, I've painted up everything, so I painted up because it's an artist-proof figure, so it came primed and I painted it up. I primed it as well. And here's his bolt blaster. There we go, so that's what the Space Marine Reaver comes with. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button and comment below and subscribe. If you've got any customs in your collection, or if you collect Warhammer 40k from McFarlane. And again, here's one of my Space Marine Reavers. This is the first one I painted up, and then, you know, to get a chapter going, which is a squad, I painted up a second one, and here we go. And since actually painting this one, the arms have come off this one, so I'll do a quick repair. It's just because the paint, sort of, I'd not primed it, and the paint was sticking, but easily repair. Anyway, let's do some size comparisons. Here he is next to Marvel Legends Thor, and you can see how he scales with a sort of larger Marvel Legends figure. Here's my Space Marine Reaver next to Black Series Boba Fett, and as you can see, this is a standard Black Series 6-inch figure, so he sort of towers over your kind of standard 6-inch figures. But yeah, on a space theme, this is Space Marine Reaver with Boba Fett. Now we're going to have a look at a Space Marine Reaver against MCU movie Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I mean, it will be MCU in Deadpool 3, but movie Hugh Jackman Wolverine. So here's the Space Marine Reaver sort of facing off against Hugh Jackman Logan. Yeah, I'll do a size comparison in a moment so you can see how they stand next to one another. I mean, Space Marines are meant to be sort of 7 or 8 feet in height. I think 7 feet, something like that. So, you know, this is kind of accurate too, because they are kind of like super soldiers. They do sort of scale well with your kind of 6-inch collection or your 1/12 collection. Again, here's a Space Marine Reaver with a McFarlane Dark Knight Batman. Again, I'm not a massive Warhammer fan, so I don't know the lore that well, but I know that they are kind of, Space Marines are sort of super soldiers who are bigger than your average human. So it probably scale-wise, you know, it probably scales better with 1/12 rather than 7-inch there. What you can see with the McFarlane Batman. Here is my Space Marine Reaver next to 2 Storm Collectibles figures, in particular Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Finish him! So you can see how they scale with Storm Collectibles, which started off 1/12 but has gone all over the place now in terms of you know, scale wise. But there we go. Here is my Space Marine Reaver next to my Warhammer 40k War Machine. Well, not Warhammer 40k, but it's War Machine from Marvel Legends. So you can see again how he scales with the Marvel Legends figure. And here he is next to NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters Mummy Michelangelo. So that's yeah, that's how they scale up. You know, again, good kind of scale wise, but that's how they look. And let's do some comparisons with the McFarlane figures. So here's McFarlane's Spawn line. This is Medieval Spawn. I had the original Medieval Spawn from the 90s when I was younger. This is the updated version, so scales quite well with his own line, McFarlane line. And of course, if we're going to do Medieval Spawn, let's do Classic Spawn. This is classic, sort of your 90s classic Spawn. He's holding a rifle from the gun pack that McFarlane offered. Yeah, so it kind of scales again well with Spawn figures. But yeah, I mean, as I say, I painted it up. It came in the box like grey, came painted, primed, but I did prime the figure, both figures actually, beforehand, just because I'd got them before and not primed them. And what I'd found was the paint chipped or rubbed a little bit in certain areas. It still does, because as I say, I haven't prepped these like I would normally. I'd normally prep the figures, as you'll see in my other videos. I've actually got an upcoming video with Rock and Roll, G.I. Joe Classified Rock and Roll, as per request of Little Leaf Creations, to show you how I go through all the steps of preparing a figure for customization. With these, I just, apart from the elbows, because I knew the elbows there's an area on the McFarlane figures where you can get a bit of paint rub. I kind of sanded the elbows a little bit, but apart from that, haven't done any prep. There a little bit of paint rub will occur on these because I've not done any prep. But here's what they look like up close. So this is one of the Space Marine Reavers. Yeah, in my kind of sort of more standard green. And on camera it may not show up. It may look like black on the other one, but it is actually green. So that may look black, but that is actually quite a dark green on this sort of design on this second Space Marine Reaver. Again, like the arms fell on this off on this one, but I think it's because there's a bit of paint in between the gap, sort of between the arm and the joint. It's easily fixable for me. I'll just get a couple of screws when I get around to it, put the screws in. But yeah, to sort of carry on giving him articulation. But again, here's a close-up look of my Space Marine Reavers, so you can have a kind of good look at what they look like. Again, as I say, the technique I used, basically out the box, gave it a wash, applied a couple of layers of Vallejo primer. I used to use Citadel primer, but they don't make it anymore, so they only make it in spray paint form. So Vallejo primer, and then yeah, just painted it straight on there, and just, like I say, sort of came up with the designs off my own, off my own sort of off the top of my head. If you wanted, I mean, if you wanted to start customizing, these are a great place to start, because you can do minimal work on these. And if you're thinking, you know, how would I sort of come up with a design, you can look at go on Google or something, look at existing Space Marine chapters and just copy that if you want. But again, if you're enjoying this video, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to see some other videos of my customs, you can check out my G.I. Joe Classified Custom Skipper, the leader of Z-Force, as the title at the thumbnail here says. So this was using flint. I used flint in this video for this custom as a base, and I wanted to make James Campbell, the leader of Z-Force from the original Action Force. Here's my custom espionage Vipers. Again, video on that and link in the comments below. Here's my custom British officer for Z-Force named Toff. Toff is slang for like a posh person in the UK. So yeah, that's there's a video for that down below. Not a custom, but I've done a video on Super 7 G.I. Joe Ultimate's bat, and you can see how he scales here with a classified bat, a Python Patrol classified bat in particular. Here's a video for my Blaine Bunker Buster Mac facing off against the Predator custom, and yeah, link below. And finally, a link for my 007 G.I. Joe classified custom, and here he is sort of dealing with a hand ninja, a Marvel Legends hand ninja. But links for all my videos are in the comments below. And if you're looking for great places to pre-order and purchase action figures, you can of course check out the following. And you can check out Props and Replicas, and hopefully they'll be stocking Valorverse Action Force soon in the UK. Talking of Valorverse Action Force, you can check out valorverse.com with international shipping for all your Action Force needs, and of course any exclusives that will be available on that site. You can check out Star Action Figures, and you can check out Kapow Toys, and here's the logo for Kapow Toys. You can check out all the cool stuff, and of course you can check out Comics and Cocktails. And why not check out Gobsmack Comics, and that's coming up now. Yep, there we go, there's Gobsmack Comics. You can check out all the cool stuff. And finally, you can check out In Demand Toys, and links for all these online UK independent retailers, and of course the excellent Valorverse are in the comments below. And for all the latest film and TV reviews, check out Film and TV Review YouTube channel, and the link for that will be in the comments below. And you can also check out my Valorverse Action Force Duster Steel Brigade unit kit bash video, and the link for that will be in the comments below as well. So yeah, plenty of content for you to check out there if you like. Let me know if you do collect any customs, if you do any customizing yourself. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and pop them in the comments below. And for some great YouTube channels, in particular one to check out Marvel Legends reviews and live streams, check out Dan Who Reviews, and Joe's and Juice in particular, which I'm on with him. For action figure reviews in the UK, check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. For action figure reviews and toy hunts stateside, check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review. For action figure reviews in Ireland, check out Brian's Action Figure Reviews. For toy photography tips and tricks, check out Toy Pics. And feel free to check out Cypher Sigma, both a film YouTube channel and a toy YouTube channel. For all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions and more, check out Trevor the 1/6 Shooter. Feel free to check out Dante and the Infinity Equation for pop culture chat and action figure reviews. Check out Austin, the hero of collectors. And for action figure chat and pop culture reviews, check out the 3POA podcast. And for all the latest pop cover songs, check out Elson Official Music, and links for all those YouTube channels will be in the comments below. So again, thanks for watching. You, all my viewers, all my subscribers, anyone who's watched any of my videos, you make these videos possible. Thanks for helping me get to 500 subscribers. Let's continue the journey. And until next time, make sure you enjoy those flicks and figs.